George, Australia's best loved comedy, music, TV, and now theatre. Sigaritira.
Thank you.
I really, really enjoyed Life of Byron.
Oh, that's Tony.
That's Tony.
Tony.
Hello, Tony.
Are you gonna do this interview with Ruler?
Yeah, Tony. I'm going to ask you some questions. Oh, well, why
We'll ask you while you're on the phone.
Yeah, we'll continue this conversation when you come down here. So you wrote the material for Life of Byron with Sally and George Kapiniaris.
Yep. Yeah. Sally Faraday. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Tell me who came up with the storyline. Where did it all come from? Without saying too much about the theatre play, because we want to...
I was in Sydney. George was doing a stand-up show at the Stecky.
At Stecky, the Greek restaurant.
Stecky.
I've got to do something with George because he's there's too much talent there just to be doing stand-up. And then we started meeting up, and I love the idea of a mother and son story because I love mother and son. And there's another show called Drowsy Chaperone, which I like. And we just sort of started, and we thought we'd explore more so Byron, or the male character.
Yes.
And then slowly over time, the sort of the mother and the female characters all appeared.
Yeah, so the concept was to go through time as we do.
Time, which you did, yes. You captured all that.
Why this man possibly, struggled with his mum and why, and finding the difficulties men, especially Greek Australian or migrant men.
Yes.
Of migrant descent, why they have problems with relationships. And we explored that is because of their upbringing. But we looked at George stories that have happened to George, to me.
And you put it all together. Tony, you're also a well-loved Australian actor here in Australia, particularly Melbourne. And I actually thought I was going to see you on the set, so it caught me by surprise that you weren't on the set.
Well, look, we tossed all of that up. And we also, with Maria's meant to be
Maria's just something else.
She was meant to be three actors. And then we thought,
she did play how many roles?
We thought, what if it was just the one actress that played all the roles? And she plays 9 different characters.
She did, and she's absolutely amazing. And I must say, well chosen with Maria. Seeing George on stage, because everybody knows George is a comedian, or unless they've been lucky enough to have him as an MC at a wedding. And it kind of took me a little while to adjust my brain that this is not a comedy show. It's actually a serious story. And I will say, due to Maria, the way she portrayed the elderly mother having the Alzheimer's, there was a moment where I actually thought I was going to break down and cry. Like, I embraced it, and you guys, as in George and Maria, like, you captured me. Yeah. And it was going. The story was like coming out of me. And
we enjoyed doing the comedy bits in it, and there's a lot of comedy bits, but we really love those heavy scenes.
Well, those heavy scenes.
That's when we feel like we're really acting.
But you know what? You did a great job because, as I said, it made me at one moment want to cry. So it wasn't just I'm watching a theatre show and big deal. It's a really serious story, and you guys did it. You nailed it.
Yeah. So the purpose of what I always look for is how can I trigger the audience's senses by making them feel different things. So seducing them with laughter to take them into a moment where you want them to think and feel, then take them back to the laughter.
Yeah, well, you guys nailed it.
We like doing that 360.
So it's an audience. Is it makes you feel like I've been immersed in something.
And one thing I don't get,
just entertained.
One thing I don't get in the show, which you guys get, is I don't know what the show looks like. Because I don't see the lights and the costume.
No, it's you've nailed it.
I only look at you guys.
No,
really.
It's nailed. It captivates all of us.
So the set changes, doesn't it? And there's chapters.
And there's nothing boring. Like, there's no boring moments when it changes. It's so well done.
It's not like a stand-up show with 2 microphones on stage.
So everyone needs to grab tickets to see Life of Byron. You guys are going to Sydney. When are you off to Sydney?
So we start on the 31st of October. We go to the 12th.
We're there on the 31st, but we'll start on the 1st.
On the 1st you start.
So we're at the Factory Theatre. A lot of the Sydney people will know the Factory Theatre, and there's an actual performance like for acting rather than bands called the Fuse Box. So we're in there. So you're going to feel that is a really intimate space. So you're going to feel like you're in there. So here it's more like a stage, at the fuse box, the chairs are almost in the set.
In the set. That's fantastic. And how many shows before you guys leave?
I think we're doing about 12 shows there.
So today's a 20.
How many, Tony?
We got tonight, tomorrow.
No, here in Melbourne, yeah, we've got 2 left tonight and tomorrow.
Yeah.
And then in Sydney, we've got 12 shows, I think.
Well, if anyone in Melbourne, just get your tickets right away, because we don't want to say too much about the show, but it is very captivating.
Yeah.
There's some funny bits, but it is a very serious storyline. And all you Sydney guys, get down there. You'll thank me.
Yeah, yeah.
You will.
Do yourselves a favour, as Molly used to say.
Yeah, do yourselves a favour. Thank you very much. George
Okay,
Kapiniaris, Tony Kapiniaris, well done. You did a great job. Mwah, 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 mwah.